rectangles and ellipses. So we're going to start right here at this rectangle tool, and we'll click on the rectangle. Now there's a whole lot of options for the rectangle. So right now I've got a length of 6 and a width of 4 entered, so we can change that if we like. Now wherever I click, it's going to create that rectangle. I have a lot more options for the rectangle tool. So I can sketch free. If I sketch free, then I can click on the screen. I can drag that rectangle out to wherever I want. Click and it creates the rectangle. In sketch free mode, I can also snap to an entity. Remember that BobCAD has snap to points on just about everything, so I can actually create, activate those snap points by holding the shift key and pressing enter, and now I can snap to those points. And hold shift key and press enter again. Even though it's already snapping to them, I can hold that shift key and it actually makes them show up. Click and it creates the rectangle. So let's clear some of this out now. We're going to draw a box around everything. Just hit the delete key to delete it. And let's hit the rectangle tool again. You can also create, with the rectangle tool, you can create a radius or a chamfer. So we'll take it out of free sketch. We'll create a 4 by 6 rectangle. And we'll give it a radius of a 1/2 inch. Now you can see the radius corners. We can do a chamfer like that. Just enter the chamfer size. Okay, now you see where the origin is set. We don't really want that. We want our origin set to 0 and 0. Okay, and now we can change the origin right here. We can either set an origin by entering a number here, or we can set it here. So this would be a center origin. This is a bottom left origin, bottom right, top left, top right, and so on. Bottom left is usually the most functional place to put an origin. And we have it where we want it, we just hit OK. And there's our rectangle. Now we can keep making rectangles. Every time I click, it's going to create one. Just like that. That's pretty much it. That's creating a rectangle. The next tool in here that we'll talk about is the ellipse tool. And let's get rid of these. Draw a box, hit delete. We'll click on the ellipse tool. Now the ellipse tool is basically it's the same basic function as the circle tool. So you're going to create your major axis is your long axis, your minor axis is your short axis. So we could actually create a circle by just making those the same, and we have a circle. We'll change that. We'll change this to 3. Okay, our origin is set to 0, so it's gonna put that that oval right there. Now let's talk a little bit about start angle and end angle, and this applies to circles as well. Your start angle and end angle Your start angle, I'm going to go ahead and create this. Okay, so your start angle is right here. This is 0 along the x-axis, and it goes this way. So this is 90, this is 180, this is 270, and this would be back at 360. So if we wanted to create just the top half of this arc, all we have to do is enter an end angle of 180, and we just have the top half. If we wanted to go 3/4 of the way around, enter 270. Okay. If we wanted just the bottom half of the arc, we would enter 360 as the end angle, 180 as the start angle. That's pretty much an ellipse. There's not much to it. Now you'll notice on the same tool there are a lot of other functions, and I'm not going to go into some of those. We'll talk a little bit about gears and sprockets. The gear tool, let's get rid of this first. The gear tool is basically that. It creates a gear, and it allows you to enter the number of teeth, the pressure angle, all that good stuff. So just play around with that, play around with the different pressure angles, the pitch, outside diameters, things like that. The sprocket, same thing. Allows you to enter the number of teeth, roller diameter. Very useful tool here. We use this one occasionally. The rest of these functions, roller cam is fairly complicated. Roller cam basically is going to bring up this dialog, and I'll let you explore that. I'm not going to go into that. That's basically everything, all the basic drawing functions under this tool. Spiral is more of a 3D option. And we'll see you in the next video.